Morning, y'all. Peace. It's July 10th. It's my beloved bride's birthday today, so happy birthday, Sherry. I'll be home shortly, God willing. Today we're in Isaiah 25, 26, 27, somewhere in that area. I'll probably be 26 and 27, bringing you a little message. Don't hate the messenger. I'm just bringing the message, folks. And boy, this book has been open on the bench here all weekend. I didn't take any video with the go-karts. We're not here to talk about go-karts today. We're here to talk about your salvation and the coming of Jesus. In these videos, I always say, don't worry, it's going to get better because Jesus is coming. And here in his holy word, he tells us, I'm coming, and I'm not coming back like I did the first time, riding a donkey to save you from death and hell. I'm coming back with vengeance. I'm coming back to judge, and it's not going to be pretty. So I guess the message today is Tic-Toc. If you're not right with God, you better get right. And I've been telling you, look at the world, look at the newspaper, and lay it up against this book. Go to the library and look at one if you don't want to buy one or keep one in your house if you're afraid of it, or you don't believe it or you don't trust it. No one will know. Take a little trip to the library. Nobody else will know that you're there, that you're looking into this kind of thing. But I'm telling you, you're running out of time. And here we are in Isaiah 26. We're going to skip through some stuff just to give you a little prequel of the good news that comes after. Here we are. We're in Isaiah 26, verse 10. It says, "Your kindness to the wicked doesn't make them good. They keep on doing wrong and take no notice of your mastery." I'm reading from the plain English. I usually do the King James, but it can be a little confusing. So I'm going to do the plain English because it does state pretty much the same thing. We're going to keep going. Verse 11. "They do not listen when you threaten. They will not look to see your upraised fist. Show them how much you love your people. Perhaps then they will be ashamed. Yes, let them be burned up by the fire reserved for your enemies." Now I know you're thinking, well, here's these sinning people who think they call themselves righteous, asking for the wicked people to be punished. The wicked people are all over your TVs right now. They're lying right to your face. They're telling you, they're blaming what's going on in the world on righteous people instead of taking responsibility for themselves. And that's your enemy. Your enemy is a monster. He sneaks around, seeking people to devour. And those who are unaware are the ones he's going to devour first. So we're going to skip on down to, we'll get right to the meat and potatoes, right? First we were talking about the wickedness and how God is kind to them. Listen, if you're an unbeliever, you don't believe in God, you don't believe in heaven and hell and all that kind of stuff, that's fine. You know, I'm not here to make you believe what I believe. But what I'm telling you is God is merciful even to the wicked people. Most of the rich people in this world are non-believing, wicked, evil people. How is that? How can a merciful God allow these people all this power and money and stuff? The George Soroses, the Rothschilds, and what have you? Because they're living in the only heaven they're ever going to know. They're having their heaven right here. They made their choice. They're going to hell. They're going to burn forever. So a merciful God is going to allow you to make that choice. So they're going to have their heaven here. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years instead of all of eternity in heaven, worshiping God. No pain, no tears. It's all here. Again, don't hate the messenger. So, it says here, Lord, in their distress, they sought for you. When your punishment was on them, they poured forth a whispered prayer. How often has that happened? How often have you been suffering a loss or some kind of anguish or something, and you oh please God, please. God's always there all the time, but sometimes you only cry out to him when you're at the very rock bottom. spots where his arm is long. He can pull you out of the deepest hole that you can dig. There's no hole deeper than the length of his arm. I'll tell you that right now. Here he comes. Verse 16, Lord, in their distress, they sought you. For when your punishment was on them, they poured forth a whispered prayer. How we miss your presence, Lord. Skip on down to verse 19. It says, yet we have this assurance. Those who belong to God shall live again. Their bodies shall rise again. Those who dwell in the dust shall awake and sing for joy. For God's light of life will fall like dew upon them. Verse 20, go home, my people, and lock the doors. Hide for a little while until the Lord's wrath comes against your enemies. Until the Lord's wrath against your enemies has passed. Look, the Lord is coming from the heavens to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will no longer hide the murderers. The guilty will be found. Here we go. Why is this righteous, holy God of yours coming down to punish the people of the earth? Because the earth belongs to him. And everything on it, in it, around it, above it, below it, before it, and after it. You belong to him because he created you too. He's created everything. It says here, it was created for him, by him, for him. Everything is his. Let me ask you this. I'm going to throw the Billy Graham thing at you one time. How many funeral processions have you seen had to stop while they came through a red light and you're counting the cars? Wow, that guy had a lot of friends, you know. Was there a U-Haul behind that hearse? No. He can't take anything with him. Neither can his wife, his kids, his children, anybody. Nobody can. You know what that means? It doesn't mean the currency's no good there. Well, it really isn't. But the point is, it all belongs to him. And it stays here. He gives you opportunities. He gives you gifts to use, and some of them use them for evil. They get rich, and instead of using them for good, they use them for bad. So my message today is Tic-Toc. You're running out of time. He's coming back. The book I just read it to you. He's coming, and he's not going to be a nice guy when he comes. So you better be right. You better get straight with your Creator, because the more things look bad on the news and in the newspaper, the more this book comes alive. God bless you. God keep you. I love you all. I'm praying for you. Pray for me because I need it too. Hope we get home safely. We had a beautiful weekend here. Visited with a lot of friends, and we're going to enjoy some coffee this morning before we load all this stuff up. So hang in there, y'all. It'll get better because he's coming. We love you. Hang in there.